Hi, everybody. Ryan Reed from Dice Up the Classroom. I'm here to review 3 books in 4 minutes or less. My first is actually a book I've been trying to get to start working more with my problem-based learning and makerspace, and that, of course, is the PBL Playbook by AJ Juliani. Very similar. If you've ever read Empowered by him and John Spencer, as well as Launch, the PBL Playbook goes right along with those books. There are some similarities between Launch and Empower, but there's a couple other sections here that really help you. One I really liked about here is there's actually a planning for PBL units, such as goals and outcomes, skills, experience, learning, and product. Sometimes we're all ready to do problem-based learning or makerspace, and we're not quite really sure what the kids' skills are supposed to be or what we're looking for, how we're supposed to set it up, and so forth. And the PBL Playbook really nicely encompasses this. It's basically a wonderful add-on to your makerspace or problem-based learning, especially if you have AJ's other books with John Spencer, such as Launch and Empower. So I'm going to give the Playbook a really big, nice 4 stars out of 4 here. Really nice book to have here. This has really helped, and there's plenty to go on to this for months and years to come. The next one is book 3 of the Fueled by Coffee and Love. This one is a Brew Perspective. As you know, I was an author in the second volume of Fueled by Coffee and Love. So, of course, I had to pick up book 3. So, there are a lot of great stories. I read this on the plane coming back from a trip from Georgia. I loved all these stories, but the 2 that stuck out the most for me right here was The Game Master's Journey by Chantel Marie Scott. And, of course, The Card and a Hug by Leslie Fagan. So the Games Master Journey is fantastic because it really talks about really building gamification in the classroom, how it is with learning, engaging students, especially reluctant students, and engaging them. And I just love this with his different concepts. Talk about the journey. When he started, sometimes you will lose in a game. And of course, going right on to the conclusion for the whole semester. Great way, especially if you're new in gamification in the classroom and have read books like Explore Like a Pirate and Make Learning Magical. It's a great story. Also, A Card with a Hog. I really like how it talks about here. Leslie really talks about the teacher, about being very grateful for the teacher year and how much she's really done with work. And it's really great. I have received many cards from students over the last 10 years almost. And each time I see a card, it's very personal to me. I love each story is just amazing. It really fills me that I have made a difference in their lives and they're very happy about it. So, Fueled by Coffee and Love, Book 3, A Brew Perspective. Highly recommended. Full 5 stars. Thank you, Maria Venturino, for creating this great book series, and I hope to see Volume 4 soon. And to wrap it all up, guys, I have another book, of course, from the Dave Burgess Consulting Incorporated, and that's The Coach Adventure by Amy Illingworth, EDD. I have been looking more towards an instructional coach, and I've actually been learning this the last couple of years. And people who are either new in the journey, or begun it for a while, or more senior, this is the book for you. The Coach Adventure details the wonderful things about Principal Martinez and Principal Fox and how they work into their instructional coach adventure. And it's really interesting because this is really a nice little choose your own adventure. Go to the chapter 3, now look back at chapter 9, now go back to chapter 2. It's really got amazing things of doing either numerical, page 1 through 100 something, or just following the journeys of the 2 principals. And it's really nice, but the 2 I really think that stuck out the most here, page 22, when people truly feel heard, they feel close to the people who took time to listen to them. Many times in instructional or tech or leadership, we have problems where they do not feel a teacher or even students are not being heard. And it's ways when they are felt heard that there's actually more of a substance, as well as not only a buy-in, but also feeling like they can continue on this journey. And of course, say around 45, when you focus is on helping educators positively impact students, everybody's wins. As somebody who's really worked with that, I've always taken time to talk with teachers, listen to their classroom and more. And even though I'm more of a classroom teacher now than I was about 5 years ago, I still take that time to learn as we're about to start a new PD at my school, where I and my division leader are those 2 leaders. I guess this is 3 books in less than 5 minutes, but The Coach Adventure, full 5 stars, and another winner here from Dave Burgess Incorporated. I even did sketch notes on this, and I've got some marks and stuff on this book I'm going to be reviewing for quite some time. So those are our 3 winning books, guys. The PBL Playbook by AJ Juliani, of course, Fueled by Coffee and Love, A Brew Perspective, and of course, The Coach Adventure. Highly recommend all these books. I hope you check them out, or at least check out and download your Kindle, or look for these amazing educators on Twitter or other social media. I'll see you later.